Hey, it's Les from the TV Dudes. This week, I got to chat with Dallas Liu. You've seen him most recently on the Hulu series PEN15, where he plays older brother Shuji. We had a fun chat about his martial arts career, getting into acting, and what he likes about his craft. Hope you enjoy. Hey, Dallas.
Hey, Les, how's it going?
Going great. Thank you so much for taking out the time today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
I've gotten to watch a bit of PEN15, and I'm sorry to make you the one that has to explain it. Tell me how you guys set it on set. How did y'all refer to the show as it went? Did you guys call it PEN15? Did you call it Penis? Did you call it PEN15?
Oh yeah, we just called it 1015.
Ah, gotcha. Because I've been going back and forth on is it PEN15? If I'm making it weird, is it?
Yeah, no, it's just 1015.
That's great. So you play Shuji, the older brother to one of the main characters on the show. Can you tell me a little bit about getting the audition process and getting the role and getting on set?
Yeah. So I went in like it was a normal audition, and the casting director seemed to really like me. So I went in for a callback, and the callback was actually with Maya and Anna, and I actually got to do a chemistry read with them, which is really cool. And I think I thought the callback went great. From that point, I felt like Maya and I had really good chemistry when we were reading together in the room. So I had a pretty good feeling when I had left the callback. And then I think it was like 2 weeks went by, and the day that I was about to leave for France, I actually got a call saying I booked a job. And it was really exciting. It was like a win-win situation for me, either go to France or work on 1015, which was really nice.
Yeah.
And going to set, my first day, I was actually kind of nervous just because I didn't know what to expect from everyone. So, but as soon as I started filming with everyone, it was just a really nice environment, and I really enjoyed everyone's presence there.
And you've done a variety of stuff. I mean, you've done a Nickelodeon show, which I'm sure has its own kind of production formula and process, and you've done short films like Ella.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything different? Did you pick up anything new you felt like from the set this go round?
Well, since this isn't an adult comedy, I feel like everyone was a little more relaxed as far as dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
And it was mainly single cam, so the acting was a lot more different, which was a lot more fun for me. I personally enjoy natural and real acting rather than going big and being extras at some points in the script, So this was a lot more fun for me, and I like being on location just because it helps. I feel like it helps with the acting. It makes it more real. You feel more in the what is the word? More in the moment, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, it makes it a little easier to kind of slip into that world.
Right.
And you had started out in mixed martial arts when you were young, and before you got your first role in Tekken.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk a bit about getting that role on Tekken? Was it just like going to another tournament for you then, or did you know then this is a whole new world?
My first job for Tekken. So yeah, I got the job actually through a karate instructor of mine. He told me that they wanted me for the role, and that was actually really exciting. But honestly, I don't remember too much. I remember filming a couple scenes, and I had a great time doing it, but I never ended up being in the final cut. I just saw my name in the credits, so I was like, oh, whatever. But actually, when I shot my next job, Mortal Kombat, that was like when I knew I wanted to do. That's when I knew I wanted to start acting, really. Just because I got to do my own stunts, I did a little fight scene, and I got to act. So that environment for me is what really just clicked, I guess you'd say.
Did you go out then and find some classes and get an acting coach?
My manager actually found me through my martial arts videos on YouTube, and I met with her, and she thought I was great. She thought I was a really good actor, and that I shouldn't take acting classes, and that I should do private sessions with an acting coach before I go in for auditions, just because she felt that acting classes would, I guess, kind of interfere with the acting skills that I already had.
Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe steer you into the wrong direction where a one-on-one coach might kind of take you as you.
Right. And I actually ended up trying out a couple acting classes a couple years later. And one thing that I noticed that was different was I just felt that the other people in the class weren't as committed to like a character, I guess you could say. I think it's great for improv, but as far as focusing on a script and working with other people, I personally prefer just an acting coach.
You had written, I guess just a week or so ago now, had a piece come out in Backstage or on Backstage.com about staying positive in auditions and kind of the right attitude in working on your career. And I love that essay. I would encourage everybody to go read it. That's always a struggle in any industry, not getting down on yourself and not trying to get hyper competitive about these assumptions you make of. I mean, we all do it when we look at social media and anything else. You're watching someone else's highlight reel and you're thinking of your own bloopers, and you just get in your head about it. Yeah. What do you do, knowing that you should not do that to yourself, and knowing that you should stay positive and stay above it when it rears up for you? How do you stay focused? How do you stay on your game?
Personally, I just I spend time with my family and friends. It kind of take me away from that whole situation and just treat me as if I was just like them. One thing that is kind of a pain when you shouldn't be thinking about it is just constantly thinking about it, right? When I'm with my friends and family, we don't talk about acting too much and what I've worked on and what the producers and writers think about me. I think you just need to take time to take your mind off it.
Kind of find a space where you can have a break from it.
Right, yeah. Right. I mean, obviously, I don't think you should stop acting or whatever, but I just think having a good support system is really key.
Do you have any dream roles when you were first starting to get into acting? Was there anybody you saw in a movie or saw on TV and thought, man, if they remake that, I'm doing that part?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was actually Rush Hour with Jackie Chan and what's his name?
Oh yeah, Chris Tucker. Was it Chris Tucker in that?
Chris Tucker. Yeah. I just love the comedy in that film, and the fact that Jackie Chan did his own stunts was really inspiring to me, especially since I did martial arts. Mm-hmm. That's something that I definitely wanted to do, and I still like to do.
Did you have any favorite thing you got to do in the course of filming PEN15?
Yeah, I was working with Elias Barnes and Brandon Suhu during the scene where we're smoking a bong. Uh-huh. We got to do a freestyle rap at the end, and it was just all improv. They didn't put it in, but I'd say that was definitely a moment that we all just had a ton of fun and just connected with each other really well.
That's great. Do you feel pretty bonded with the rest of the cast by the end of filming?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I keep in touch with all of them. So
that's great. That's great. Well, man, thank you so much for taking out time to talk to me about it.
Yeah, no problem, Let's have a good day.
The TV Dudes is an independently run podcast and a member of the Electric Sweater Podcast Network. We are exclusively listener-supported. If you'd like to help us out, go to patreon.com/tvdudes. You can like us on Facebook and Twitter at TV Dudes. All the music for our show is by our friend and original TV dude, Gregory J. Amani Smith. To find out more about us, go to thetvdudes.com and electricsweater.com. I'm Grant Davis. Thanks for listening.